Dean has like good posture, so if his head is kind of like at the line of my chest, it's going to be easier to snap him down, but he's standing tall. I'm going to go with a scissor, so try to put weight over his head. When he tries to correct his weight, we go same side snap here. Feed the elbow in through the center, switch to an arm drag. I'm going to chase that far hip by looking over and keep connection with my chest on Dean's ribs and his back. Here. Once I get that far hip, we circle to this side and we get more connection with our left hand. I'm going to go an S grip. You might go a gable grip, it's up to you. So I'm going to go S grip here. If you have your hands hidden, you should be able to see your knuckles. So the line of your knuckles here. If it starts to drift in front of his belly, it's not wrong. It just gives him more of a chance to break the grip. And I get more connection with my left arm around his belly. So that means more control. Knee goes in front, active toes. Put the weight onto his hands. Chin over the far shoulder. My forearm is in his tricep and armpit. I take a big step left, so that's going to allow me to stay in position when I back step with my right knee and I pull here. If my head drifts behind, this allows me to scramble, come to his knees and everything else. So as soon as we land, chin over the shoulder again. Dean, the regression for Dean is to break him down to a shoulder and hip. Progression for Dean is to get from an elbow post to a hand post. So knowing that he needs to get to a hand post, I keep weight here on that hand. You try move. We go wrist right to lock it in. The next thing that we're going to do is try get our head on the inside. Not the end of the world if you can't, but if we can, head on the inside. One main reason for Dean to come up, his right shoulder has to pass the line of his left shoulder. So if you start to go, there. So knowing that, go for Dean. I keep the head here. And for Dean to go to his knees, he's going to have to scissor his right leg over his left leg. Here, so we're going to deal with that now. Dean's going to try scissor his right leg over left. So knowing that, what we do is we switch our stance, half kneeling, here. And I just lock his knee on top of my knee and cup his hamstring, here. So now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to start attacking from here. I'm going to free my hand and put my elbow through. And I'm going to look to put Dean's right hip on the floor. That'll take his left hip off the mat, all right? I'm going to go a scoop grip. I pull his left leg towards his right leg and I catch here. Once we catch here, cup the hamstring, and I'm going to adjust my elbow. I want to put weight on his head, so I slide my elbow back and I put weight in his head and I take his lower back off the floor. Dean, you try move. This is hard. If his lower back is on the mat, he's able to move a lot easier. So get weight on his head, that'll kill his frames and it'll pin his upper body. You try frame or move. This is hard, lower back off the mat. If he was like very athletic, keep the weight here, kind of cook him, lower back off the mat. And I'm gonna play between like two different things. One is I slide and I shelve it with my left knee, hook the leg, shoot my knee to the floor while back heeling my heel up towards my butt, and then I look towards Dean here. Once weight goes on my right knee, we lock up or try. If Dean's like trying to frame on my hips, if you try frame on my hips here, deal with one frame, deal with the second one, and then start to walk our way up. So that's the one we just did. If you come into a position and you want to slow someone down, we can either go with the leg lace, or what we can do is, if I just find that, if I try tie up his legs, just not able to get, he straightens his legs, you straighten your legs, step into the mount. So my foot goes over his belt line, keep connection on your training partner, and what I do is start to expose the back from here. Alright, that's what you're going to play between. Play between leg lace or stepping over into mount from reverse side control. So we'll do it one more time. So we're here, same setup. Elbow towards the head, pitching our elbow, keeping our armpit on our training partner's armpit. When I retract my elbow, start to slide my foot down or away, that drops the level of my knee. And when I retract my elbow, his legs are on my left knee, so I'm shelving it. And then what I do is I step, shoot the knee to the floor, and then we lock up our time. Frames, deal with one frame, deal with a second frame, up into the mount. We can't get it, so we're here, same setup. Dean, don't let me get it, go straight legs. Here. And then I'm gonna use my connection to try expose his back. If I don't get the back, at the very least, I'll get the mount. Here, shoulder off the mat, we'll take the back from here. All right, so that's our last one. 3, 2, 1.